दुनिया में इस वक्त 338
There are currently 338 million people in the world living with visual impairment, of which more than 43 million are completely blind, in which some are blind from birth and rather lose their sight due to disease or any accident in their life.
हिस्से में बीमारी या हादसाती तौर पर अपनी बिनाई खो बैठते हैं.
Currently, more than 2 million people in Pakistan are blind. There are very few institutions in Pakistan that are working for the education, training, and rehabilitation of the blind.
की तालीम और तरबियत और बहाली के लिए काम कर रहे हैं. इनमें से एक पाकिस्तान के जिला रावलपिंडी के शहर Wah Cantt की NGO.
One of them is the NGO Donor Organization Regd in Wah Cantt, Rawalpindi district, Pakistan, which has been providing services for the last 41 years. So far, millions of patients have benefited.
2006 में ईडो ने
In 2006, Edo founded the Ujala School for the Blind, an organization dedicated to educating and training the visually impaired to take the weight out of darkness and come to light.
लेकर उजाला के नाम से एक इदारा कायम किया. उजाला स्कूल फॉर ब्लाइंड खलूस वाइसार के
Ujala School for the Blind is the story everyone lives for their own, but living for others is life.
अपनों के लिए तो सब जीते हैं, मगर दूसरों के लिए जीना ही जिंदगी है. 4 स्टूडेंट्स से शुरू होने वाला उजाला.
Starting with 4 students, Ujala School today has around 50 students from different age groups from class 1 to BA.
50 के लगभग तलबा तलबात से तालीम है.
This journey of success and confidence continues today.
आज भी जारी है.
Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope. The Ujala School and Rehabilitation Center for Blind was inaugurated by Mr. Alamgir, DICR member PUF board in 2006. I have started my career here as a teacher. Now I am a school coordinator. Schools start with only 4 students. Now Alhamdulillah we have 50 students almost.
As we are Muslims, so we should start our day with the holy name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas.
The Ujala is the sister concerned NGO of Edo, which takes care of visually impaired person. Mr. Sayyid Abdullah Masood is the president of Ujala School and Miss Lubna is the principal of Ujala.
We are never really happy until we brighten the life of others. The basic purpose of Ujala is to brighten the light of hope. Edo is serving humanity through medical assistance and education to visually impaired. The founders of this institute work day and night for establishment and progressive development. I joined them as a teacher in 2015 and now I am performing responsibilities as principal. In Ujala, now we have 50 students of different ages from class 1 to BA who have been providing free education and free transportation facilities. We are not just focusing on general education. Students take NASA classes, music classes, computer classes. They are also participating in sports like indoor games, outdoor games, and they are really interested in art making.
उजाला के नाम से एक इंतहाई अहम इदारा Donor Organization
A very important organization called Ujala was formed by the Donor Organization. It is its subsidiary NGO whose sole function is to provide education and training to visually impaired children. Pakistan is a poor country. Delivering all the facilities here in a good way is a difficult process.
स्पेशल बच्चों के ऊपर दुनिया के वेल ऑफ मुल्कों में जैसे हो रहा है वैसा यहाँ पे नहीं हो पा रहा और पाकिस्तान में
What is happening to special children in the developed countries of the world is not happening here, and there are very few institutions in Pakistan that are working for special children.
रोशनी होगी इस नियत से हमने उजाला की बुनियाद रखी
We laid the foundation of Ujala with the prospect that if these lamps are lit then there will be light, and alhamdulillah we are running this institution as much as possible.
तालीम से आरास्ता कर रहे हैं और उनको लेटेस्ट कंप्यूटर
Educating visually impaired children and teaching them modern computers, teaching them religion, and not letting them feel that they are inferior to anyone.
Being in the dark can sometimes brighten your life. मैं इस स्कूल में 4 साल से
I have been performing my duties in this school for the last 4 years.
हमारा मकसद है इन बच्चों को ज़ेवर तालीम से
Our aim is to equip these children with an education so that they can become good and successful citizens of the future,
ताकि ये मेरी तरह एक अच्छा प्रोफेशन
so that they can join a good profession like me and give them their own. You don't need anyone else to make a living.
One of the founder members and General Secretary of Ujala is Muhammad Khalid Ishaq, who is very caring of all students.
सन 1980 से हम लोग ईडो के साथ वाबस्ता हैं.
We have been associated with EDO since 1980, and after our utmost efforts, we have built a modern hospital that is still standing and benefiting thousands of patients.
वो कायम और दायम है और हज़ारों मरीज इससे मुस्तफ़ीद हो रहे हैं. इस ड्यूटी के साथ-साथ हमने ये भी महसूस किया कि जो
Along with this duty, we also felt that some work should also be done for the visually impaired.
आँखों की बीनाई से महरूम हैं, उनके लिए भी कोई काम किया जाए. तो आज से 16 साल कबल
16 years ago, we registered a school called Ujala, which was for special children, for those who are completely or partially blind.
उन बच्चों के लिए मुसारिफ से महरूम थे या वो बच्चे जो पार्शली या जिनको बहुत थोड़ा नजर आता था उनकी तालीम और तरबियत का
Their education and training should be started.
अंदर भी था, हमारी जिम्मेदारी भी थी, लिहाजा हमने इस पे काम शुरू किया. जब हमने काम शुरू किया
It was part of our constitution and it was our responsibility. We started working on it. When we started this work, of course, it was a difficult task.
उजाला में पढ़ रहे थे, माशाल्लाह आज उनमें से बहुत से बच्चे और बच्चियां.
Many of the boys and girls who were studying in UJLA have today completed their graduation and master's degrees. We strive to make them useful and responsible citizens of society.
तो हम जो बड़ी काविशों में है वो सबसे बड़ी काविश ये है कि हम उनको अपने स्कूल.
One of our great endeavors is that we also provide employment opportunities to those who have completed their education at UJLA. Children who are out of school also teach children further.
Ujala School में as a Braille teacher work कर रही हूँ.
I am working as a Braille teacher at Ujala School. The method of reading for visually impaired children is called the Braille system. Braille is not a language, it is just a teaching method. In the same way, they have exams and their books are also in Braille. Here, I think, it's important to point out that the curriculum that normal children study has the same curriculum for visually impaired children. My daughter was visually impaired since birth. When I took her to the hospital for a checkup, I found out that my daughter was blind. This news was nothing short of a big test for me and my family. My husband was in the army. I shifted to Gujranwala with him, shifted to Nowshera, we shifted to Hajar, but there was no such institution. When we moved to Wah Cantt, there was a Ujala School. My daughter was 13 or 14 years old at that time. I got my daughter admitted to Ujala. My daughter is now a 9th class student. She is no less than anyone in any way. Education in Ujala is very good, and there are many other activities along with education. Ujala School has brought here my daughter and all the children studying here.
Ujala is providing a vital role on blind education. We are also focusing on personality grooming and confidence building of the students. Ujala is creating awareness on blind education, as they are also a very important part of our society.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zahra Malik and I read in class 9th and I want to be the teacher inshallah in future.
My name is Abid and I read in class 9 and I want to be engineer in future inshallah.
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद उमर चौधरी है। मैं स्टेप 1 में पढ़ता हूँ। मैंने बड़े हो के आलिम बनना है।
My name is Aisha. I read in class 5. I want to be a doctor in future inshallah.
मैं 1 क्लास में पढ़ता हूँ। मेरा नाम वदीश फारूक है। मैं बड़ा होकर आमने में जाना चाहता हूँ। मेरा नाम अलिया मेहर है। मैं क्लास 1 में पढ़ती हूँ। मैं बड़ी होकर टीचर बनूँगी। मेरा नाम सैफ अली है। मैं 1 क्लास में पढ़ता हूँ। मैं पुलिसमैन बनना चाहता हूँ।
माई नेम इज़ मोहम्मद आज़म महमूद। माई क्लास इज़ BA। इसके बाद इंशाल्लाह मास्टर के बाद इंशाल्लाह जॉब में इंशाल्लाह टीचर बनेंगे।
As a principal, it is a matter of great honor to become part of this prestigious organization, as it's beyond a job. We are working as a team to make this institute self-sustained and successful entity.
I want to give this message to all parents not to consider their children as a scapegoat. They should be given the best education so that they can not only become good citizens but also serve the country and the nation. In the end, the message I want to convey to everyone is that nothing is impossible. If we take these children with us and make them a part of this society, then they can better carry their lives with us.
We are working hard to provide these children with education as well as employment opportunities. I request all of you to join us in this good deed, as we have a responsibility.
तो मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग भी
I also want you not to let these children feel that there is an obstacle in their education somewhere.
रुकावट पैदा हुई है और रुकावट आपको मालूम है कि फाइनेंस से ही
Lack of finance is an obstacle.
तो रुकावट बन जाती है। अभी तक तो हम अपनी कोशिशों और काविशों से
We have been playing our part in running it so far, but in order to run it smoothly and without any hindrance, it is necessary for everyone to play their part.
ये ज़रूरी है कि हर फर्द अपना हिस्सा इसमें डाले। तो मेरी तमाम लोगों से जो मुल्क में हैं, जो मुल्क से बाहर हैं, उनसे यही दरख्वास्त है कि वो इस
This is my request to all the people who are in this country or outside this country to cooperate in running this organization, to provide financial support so that Ujala can run without any hindrance.
और हम ये चाहते हैं
We want these children to be good citizens.
एक अच्छे शहरी बने
Be the world that stands side by side. There should be no shortage of them and get higher education so that they can serve this country.
कमी ना रहे और ये आला तालीम हासिल करके इस मुल्क की खिदमत कर सकें। पाकिस्तान, पाइंदाबाद, लॉन्ग लिव उजाला।